Hey guys, Matt here, and I have a couple things I'm going to show you in this video. One's going to be the last few weeks of my comic book haul for on New Comic Book Day, and then I'm going to show you some other items that I was able to get for the comic book room, and then help explain some of the issues that I've been having with my comic book room, which I'm really happy to have these issues. So, without further delay, let's start on showing you the new comic books that I've got. Now, I think some of you guys know that I collect Donny Cates, and right now he's doing a fabulous job on Thor and Venom. And here's Thor number 5, but the 4th printing. So, and I've been catching up all of those extra printings, and I probably don't need to, but I'm still going to. And here's Thor number 2, 5th printing. Now, I went really big, and I got an original Tales of Suspense 39 from the 60s, Silver Age. Oh wait, never mind, forgive me. I am in a dream world. Hey, it's my video and it's my dream world, right? Now, this is obviously a facsimile. Someday I would like to have an original copy of Tales of Suspense 39. As a lot of people know, it's the first appearance of Iron Man, and he's in a suit that we don't recognize today. If you watch movies in the MCU, he's in a complete gray suit. But of course, though, I guess his first suit in the MCU was gray because he was, I think he was stuck in Afghanistan and he built it out of spare parts. Now, here is book Maestro. Now, the first issue Maestro, I bought about 5 different copies. This is just a mini series. It runs for 5, so 2 through 5, I'm only picking up the A cover. Venom, 27, 3rd printing. And honestly, one of my favorite characters that have come out in the last 20 years is Miles Morales. He's a part of the whole Spider-Man mythos, but it's just such a fresh take on an old tale, and he's his own unique character. There's a lot of similarities to the early Peter Parker, but not exactly. I mean, Miles Morales is clearly his own character. And speaking of Peter Parker and Spider-Man, here's a legacy Amazing Spider-Man. It's issue 49, but it's also the 850th issue of Amazing Spider-Man. And this is a variant cover. Here's the A cover of ASM 49/850. Now, this is a cool cover. This is Thor number 8. Now, this is the first printing, but Marvel's been doing a lot with the diner scene on their covers, where they'll have people eating dinner or eating at a diner, and then there's always action going on in the background. And this is just another one of those. You guys know I love Conan, and this is a reprint. This is a book I truly kind of probably didn't need, but I'm not going to pass it up because I have to have every copy. But this is the official handbook of Conan Universe. And this is kind of cool because they talk about all the different characters in the Conan universe in different places, different countries. And actually, you know what? Let's go look for the old ones. Because there was an original official handbook of the Marvel Universe. It was printed in the early 80s, and there was another one in the early 90s. They were just word-for-word reprints. Now, how I'm going to look for it is I'm trying to think that it would be the official. So it would begin with O. New Avengers and Peter Parker Spider-Man. So just like in a dictionary, everything in here is in alphabetical order. So let's look for it. Peter Parker. Let's look for O. All right, there's Nick Fury. There's Nova. It's going to... Ha-ha! Look at that. Right here. 2 books. This is the original handbook of the Conan Universe. Here is the reprint. This one is the early 90s. Or maybe I have them backward. I don't know which one was first. This one was first. This one was second. So, you can tell by the trade dress up here on the top. So I got that one. Speaking of Conan, here is a Blaze's version of Conan. It's Sumerian, and it's word-for-word Robert E. Howard reprints from Weird Tales, which was a pulp magazine, it was actually a magazine Pulp Fiction magazine from the 1930s. That's where Robert E. Howard wrote the original Conan and King Cole and Dark Agnes and Solomon Kane storylines, and he wrote them in Weird Tales. And these are word for, obviously they weren't comics back then. They were just dialogue. But this is word for word reprints of those. Originally, they were printed in French, or in French comic books. And the reason being is because the Conan property is open source overseas. Other copy. Here's the A copy of Sumerian People of the Black Circle. Now this is a Fire series. Well, let's get rid of that. This is Batman 3 Jokers, Book 2. Such a fantastic read this is. Now last video I got issue number 1. I thought my LCS threw that in there just to be nice. Well, they did throw it in there to be nice, but I guess DC sends those for free to everybody. So, yeah. Oh well. Spawn 310. It's one of my favorite series to collect. And Savage Avengers. Number 12. That's where Conan's in the Marvel Universe. Batman, the Joker, Warzone, number 1. Now, these, here is Venom, 28, first issue. And Venom 26, third. I do get way too many variants. There's just no two ways about it. Fourth printing of Venom 25. Now, here is the main cover and a variant cover of a series that was delayed because of COVID-19. They were originally being published at the end of last year and then beginning of this year. Just Spider-Man. It's a mini-series. It's probably about the 10th mini-series with the name Spider-Man on it. Thor, number 6. Thanos on the cover. Everyone loves Thanos. Now, here's Spencer's books. Dr. Aphra. Super excited about Dr. Aphra. A lot of rumor that she's going to be on season 2 of The Mandalorian. And I've even read online that she might have her own live-action series coming out on Disney+. Let's just keep our fingers crossed, because it's such an interesting anti-hero character. Batman, Superman, number 12. Batman, Superman, number 12. Listen, DC has put out some fabulous covers in the last few years. This, I don't believe, is one of them. But, yeah, I guess so. Here's Batman, Superman Annual, number 1. Now, I told you guys, I'm actually having a problem, and it's a really fun problem for someone like me to have, and I'm trying to figure out ways to solve it, but my problem is I'm running out of room to put slabs. Now, I have this rack system right here, and I can slide these down and get one more. Right now I just space them out evenly, but I can get one more, just like here. But I have no room to put any slabs here. None to put in here. And the top of my cabinets are full. Now I do have a couple spaces. I have a space right here that I potentially could put books, but I have this reserved for a painting from Frog Boy. If some of you guys know him on Instagram, he does great comic cover recreations. And I have one coming and it's going to go there. So I'm reserving that space. I'm also reserving this space for a little project that I have. And so I might eventually put slabs there, but not yet. I'm still reserving it. But what I did do is I went online for comic resources and I bought some extra frames for comics. And you can see here's one, and slabs will go into these. It's wood that is powder coated. Honestly, you could put these in an office and it would look professional. These things are great. I bought a frame that'll hold 2 slabs, and then I also bought a frame that will hold 4. And I have another one of these. Collector's Resource sells these. Excellent. Now my other idea that I might have to go with is, okay, well, you guys can see right here, I built these drawers. Then I put my comic books away in them. And where's Nova, Hogby, Official? Wait, no, go right here. Okay, I put my books in these drawers and I store them. I got sick and tired of the long boxes, always picking stuff off and, you know, opening the lids and trying to figure out what books went where. Here I can just look and I can, well, you saw I did it alphabetically, so I can find books really quick, even if I have no idea where they are. I'm thinking about building another one of these so that I can, and fit it, can't speak. I'm thinking about building another drawer and make it so that I can fit my slabs in, because I'm not going to quit buying slabs. I'm not going to quit sending books to CGC. So I got to find another way to store these books. All right, guys, I think that's about all I have to say today. If you guys have any comments, put them down below. I will be sure to answer them. If you like this video, please hit like and please subscribe. And you guys have a great day.